Alrighty, here is the entity following over to the Ontario Town Square, now flying over Elbicon. And so does the fake moon follows right here. This is the entity that is stalking. This is what the U.S. military is doing. They're using commercial airline planes to disguise the fact that they are stalking. And commercial airline planes are equally engaged in stalking as a army jet. But the government's using commercial planes in order to blend in. With regard to not appearing so military-like, in other words, but it's not blending in at all. It's 12:59 in the morning, and this is the Elbicon. This is the entity that is moving the fake moon over. You saw where it sprang up over the Ontario City Hall in alignment to me at the Ovid Family Community Library, where it's over the top of my head, as this entity has for hours since I arrived at the library, flying plane after plane. The Ontario police engaging what is circling around me, doing so while Jason Isaac Fields is gang stalking me as an entity on the internet, and the Ontario police, with whom he is gang stalking me, begin flying in circles around me, and the fake moon is over the top of my head. As I move from that part of the portion, that's where the library is. This is where the fake moon is now over me, and this is where the entity is also targeting with commercial planes. And that is, again, the entity that is using commercial airline companies who are engaging in terrorism knowingly. The U.S. military utilizing commercial airline companies that are complicit to the pattern of providing instrumentalities to the U.S. government, and equally going to be federally prosecuted. It's not a defense. Okay, this is P.O.C. The entity is engaged in what is poisoning my food. So purchasing from 7-Eleven, that's engaging in the pattern of conduct, purchasing a cup of ice, and purchasing food from Stater Brothers, where Erica, Latina female, is ringing me up. And this is where the Ontario police were stalking by helicopter at that Stater Brothers, and stalking by commercial plane at that Stater Brothers Ontario Village Shopping Center. The fake sent over me all manner of the pattern of conduct, the entity targeting, the entity committing poisoning again. This is the entity that's engaging in that. And this is all what Jason Isaac Fields is sharing in. And this is someone that is utilizing gang stalking and really believed that gang stalking me was going to cause me to look at him as somebody that I should associate with again, while he's engaging in a real-time sexual relationship with this 63-year-old woman, Tracy, who's not even my real mother. They have conspired by murder together. They're still gang stalking, and this is documentation. The entity that is gang stalking me from place to place poisoned my food today. This is also relevant to why the Rock Church did not want to serve food today, but they are engaged in the pattern of conduct inevitably, and they are aware of the fact while the entity is poisoning, they're aware and they don't want to be accused of anything included, and it's inevitable because the entity is stalking me, and they're engaged in the pattern of conduct, whether they want to not feed the hungry and the homeless or not today. They're engaged in poisoning as well. But this is the entity that's gang stalking, and this is P.O.C. It's 12:59 a.m. It's currently now it's 1:02 a.m. And you're looking at the clear distinction from flying over and flying west and floating over there with commercial plane to flying right here over here. And this is what the entity is doing at 1 o'clock, the moment that I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's what the entity is doing. This is the entity that's engaging in that with the Ontario Police Department. And this is exactly what Jason Isaac Fields, these HIV-infected homosexual military personnel, including Jason Fields, Tracy Banks having sex with these people in the military and in law enforcement. And they're all engaged in what is swiping around, trading around HIV while they're gang stalking. They're still gang stalking me with this infection, with this virus. This is relevant to the entity that's obsessed with me, that's not going to rid them of the HIV virus. That's also not going to eradicate what is federal prison for them. They're engaging in what is gang stalking me and further into murder, while I've already proven that they're stalking me. And the entity is also still poisoning me. The people of the state at Stater Brothers are going to federal prison. And this is another... also the 7-Eleven in Upland, California. They've been engaged in poisoning before, doing so by tampering with the ice machine, the fountain machine, and claiming that it is broken, but I'm able to get ice. And this is the same day that the entity is engaging in what is tampering with the food, and Stater Brothers also engaged in tampering with the food. So those are the two venues, but I want to document that. This is where the entity is stalking by, this is while the entity is still gang stalking me together. So that's a part of the ongoing cooperative acts of targeting me, poisoning my food, stalking me by plane and helicopter, following me around as an entity, and doing so. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay, Jason Isaac Fields is not coming anywhere near me. This is somebody that is a psychopath, and this is someone that is desperate with regard to money and assets that you're not getting away with stealing, and you're also not going to keep it. You're not going to, because you're going to prison, but you're not going to get away with it. I'm not going to associate with you. I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to, you don't even have my phone number. You call me, you're admitting to stalking. You show up around me, you're admitting to stalking. This is an entity that's been doing so. You're stalking with the Ontario police, and then you think you're going to stand in my face because you're a delusional psychopath. And you and your wife, Tracy Banks, need to tend to your HIV and virus. That's what you need to do. And stop stalking, because I'm documenting it and you're going to prison. P.O.C. It is currently 1:04 a.m.